Hi, friends. This week for math, we are going to start learning how to add things together. To introduce addition, what we are going to do is I'm going to tell a story about some fish and a fish tank. And then you will practice it at home with your bus and your bears because you have a story as well that goes right along with it. So we're going to practice it with the fish and the fish tank, and then you'll practice it at home with the bears and the bus. So I had a fish tank, and I had 5 fish in it. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 5 fish in my fish tank. Then I went to the pet store and I got one more fish for my fish tank. How many fish do I have now? So that's 5 fish that I already had, adding one more fish. So let's count to figure that out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now I have 6 fish. 5 fish plus 1 fish equals 6 fish. Let's continue the story, friends. Well, after my 6 fish were swimming, I decided to give 2 of them to my friends. Now how many fish are in Mrs. Khalees's fish tank? How can we find out, friends? By counting. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I have 4 fish. And then the last part of our story, I went back to the pet store and got 1, 2, 3, 4 fish for my fish tank. And I put them all in my fish tank. So I had 4 in there and I added 4 more. So let's find out how many fish are in my fish tank. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So how many fish do I have in my fish tank? I have 8. 8. So little stories just like the one that I did, where we add fish and we take away items, or like we did with our fish. Taking away is subtraction. We haven't gotten to that. We'll get to that in a couple weeks. But stories like that help us get used to adding numbers together. But one way we can always add numbers, especially if we can see the items, is to count them all together after they're all there. And we'll talk about that more tomorrow and on Wednesday. So, what you need to do is you have a sheet that has a bus on it, and then you'll have a bag that has your bear counters in it. Now, you need a grown up to help you read the story. I'll read it right now. 3 teddy bears were on the bus. So, how many you need to put on the bus? Yeah, you have to put 3 bears on the bus. 2 more teddy bears got on the bus. So you have 3 bears, and then you're going to add 2. How many teddy bears are on the bus now? So then you'll have to count how many there are. 3 bears plus 2 bears, and you'll have to find that out. 1 teddy bear got off the bus. So now you're going to take away 1 bear. How many teddy bears are on the bus now? So you'll have to count again. Continue with 2 more teddy bears getting on the bus. So then 2 more bears get on the bus and you have to count. 3 bears get off the bus and then you have to count and find out. And 1 more getting off the bus, and at last 2 getting off the bus, and you have to count. And up here, if the grown-up who does this activity with you wants to make up a different story about the bears in the bus, they can too. This is an activity that you can keep at home and work on your counting and practicing how to do adding and taking away. I hope you have lots of fun, friends.